Hello beautiful people, LosingDrea here. I know it's been forever since you've seen a video from me, and yeah, there's been some reasoning behind that aside from a little bit of stress, and anybody who knows me knows that back in February on the 10th I signed up to be an independent consultant for Scentsy. Well, May 1st I signed up to be an independent consultant for Scentsy's baby Valletta, which is the fun and easy fondue with the premium gluten-free chocolates in 4 great flavors. And they are not only gluten-free, but the dark chocolate is dairy-free, and all of the chocolates have been produced in a factory that does not produce or even come in contact with nuts, tree nuts, or peanuts of any kind. So if you're allergic to nuts, you're lactose intolerant, or you have celiac disease, you can enjoy Valletta premium chocolates. And the warmers are wonderful because they run off of the bulb using the same concept as the warmers that warm the wax. With that said, let's move on to the real deal, my weight loss. I'm currently, I'm going to say approximately about 247 pounds. I have been up, I have been down, but I have not gone back up and out of the 240's in either direction. That is a good thing. I've been struggling to get the weight down, but I'm eating kind of not as healthy as I was, and I'm definitely not logging what I'm eating and tracking it through the way of Spark People or anything of the kind. I'm in the process of making a move, a sort of sudden and stressful one. I'm moving 134 miles northwest of where I currently live here in Miami, Florida, to a little town in, well, we'll just say a little town, which doesn't really seem so little once you're there. But it is on the Gulf Coast side of Florida, and it is up near Fort Myers. And I'm really looking forward to the move, but it's also scary. I've got my mother, my husband, and all of our pets. And it generally just has been stressful because, you know, we can't find, you know, it was hard pressed for us to find a place. Craigslist, for anyone that ever looked for a place to rent on Craigslist, maybe you know a lot of people are out there trying to scam your information, and they'll post a picture of a beautiful house with a rent that is so crazy and small that you're like, yeah, I want this place, oh my god, look, it's only $700 a month. And then to come find out they're just, oh, you know, I'm away in Africa and in Nigeria and I'm doing this and that, and I just want somebody who's going to take care of my house. I don't really care about the money. Anyways, it's all been scams. Sent us on a wild goose chase. I took 3 days off from work to go and look at a lot of these different properties, which they were for sale, not for rent in most cases, and in other cases I was just not able to get in touch with anybody, of course, once I got there, because there was no one there to show the place. So yeah, we finally just broke down and ended up tracking back towards Miami. And instead of moving like 250 miles away up to Sarasota, Bradenton area, which is where we really wanted to go, we ended up in an area near Port Charlotte or Venice or so on and so forth, Florida. So anyways, with that said, I just want to get back to my weight loss journey. And I want to keep doing videos, and I want to keep coming out here and doing these videos, not just for myself, but to help support those of you who I've always been in support of while on my journey since October 2nd, 2011. And I did successfully lose 54 point some odd pounds. And at one particular point, I was all the way down to 243 pounds. So I went from 299.8 pounds down to 243 pounds. But then I kind of went up, and it kind of went down, and then kind of went up. And Guru of Inspirations, Joyce, who's became one of my besties, she has a little Facebook group called Slimming Inspirations, and on there I decided I was going to basically, you know, try to jump on in and do a challenge, and every Tuesday we weigh ourselves to see if we're going to lose some, gain some, what have you, and basically, you know, I lost some and then I gained some. So I haven't given up. I'm still there doing that. I'm still there trying to help support them, because it does help in turn support myself. My husband is right along with me, and we both need to get back to eating healthy, and the both of us are under a tremendous amount of stress with the move. And I don't know if you can see all this stuff behind me, but I've lived here in this house for at least 8 years, and prior to that, just so any of you know, this was my grandparents' house, so there's a lot of history here. My grandparents' items and things that were left behind to me, as well as my own items when I moved in. And my mother lives with me, and she has her furniture and her stuff as well. So there's like 3 families worth of stuff here, and we don't really want to leave anything behind. So we have to consider what we can fit into basically one truck, and we could only get a 24-footer. So we have to be really selective about what we're going to take with us. And here in my office is my studio. I have a lot of my artwork, my clay, my polymer clay, my beads, my air dry clay, some of my doll making supplies, some of my jewelry making supplies, and a lot of other things that I've always used, because my creativity is my escape and how I deal sometimes with stress. But I haven't had time to deal with that. Anyhow, so I've just been doing my thing, trying to get by, trying to stay on the weight loss journey, and just wanted to do a quick video. I mean, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on, but I would like anybody's input, if you've dealt with stress before, a move, or what have you. Yeah. So be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your own loss if you're on a weight loss journey. If you're into Scentsy or the new Valletta Fun Fondue, contact me, 786-908-3000, or you can get to my fondue site at fondue.com. Again, that's oofondue.com. Or get to my Scentsy site from LosingDrea.Scentsy.us, or just LosingDrea.us will get you there as well. So, thanks guys.